Hello everybody and welcome to another toy review. Today I'm taking a look at the first mech from the original series of Giant Saver. This was Battle Strike Team Giant Saver. Now the main team is the Ren team. That consists of the red, blue and green Rangers. We also have the two additional components, which is the yellow and the white. They actually combine with the Giant Saver to form the Giant Braver. But for now we'll concentrate on the three main figures. Now this is the first main mech in the series. There are actually two other mechs which I've also got, and they all combine together to make this huge Ultra Sword thing. Now each mech comes with a scroll. In the program these were kind of like a morpher. But they're actually used to combine all of the elements as well, and they are sound activated. If I just press the lever on the top here, there you go. I have no idea what that says. The Space Deleter was kind of easier to translate than this. If somebody could tell me, that would be much appreciated. Let's take a look at these individual Zords. First up, we have the Red Ape Sword. Now, all of these are animals. They're all based on holy beasts from Chinese mythology. This is the Red Ape. As you can see, the Red Ape does come with a visor. Reveals very sparkling paint applications on his eyes there. Let's pop that back down. He is somewhat limited with his articulation. This being the first series of the mechs, they're not as advanced as what we got with the Space Deleter line. They feel very much the same, still very, very robust plastic. So I was somewhat dubious. I was worried that the Space Deleter line was far more superior, and I was kind of backtracking by getting these guys, but still very, very impressed. They do feel exactly like you'd expect from something like Bandai with the Sentai line. The articulation, we have movement on those legs with a nice soft ratchet, and again on the other side, the legs at the back, they kind of move up and down as well. The head does kind of look up, like so, and we do have this large sword launcher kind of gun thing on the back there. Now the sword can actually be removed. I'm not sure if it's meant to. You just pop this out of this socket here, and this section can go right flush on the back there. I don't think you're gaining or losing anything. It's a horrible kibble as it is, but there we go. Obviously that can be removed. And it doesn't take a genius to work out this is going to form the sword. So we might as well change that up while we're here. Flip that section forwards, then bring the section round like so. And then this is on a slider. We can just slide that out, and there we have a sword. Now the Ape Sword becomes the torso of Giant Saver. So first of all, what we need to do, we need to flip this head up out of the way. Open up this arm, open up this arm. This center section here is going to form the middle of the body, so we want to rotate this up. We want to bring the arms up like so, and that arm up like so. You can then fold these legs up and out of the way for now, and there we have the head reveal. That's just on the underside of the ape head, and as you push that back, that'll actually engage with the combination scroll once it's in place. So for now, let's just put this out of the way and put him to one side. Next up, we have the Blue Shark Zord. I really, really like the paint applications on this. Really nice use of the gold and blue. Actually reminds me quite a bit of the Wild Force line, that sort of thing. Although it does kind of look more like a whale in the face than it does a shark. We do have these fins that slide down to give it that more shark-esque look, like so. And unfortunately, this does separate, and I was hoping there was kind of an articulation point here, but there isn't. I mean, you've got a little bit of movement there, but that's only where this all plugs in. He does have an alt mode, which is the submarine, which if you flip these sections back up, you can split the tail fin, open that tail fin section up, slide it down and out of the way like so, and there we have his submarine mode. It's a little lackluster, I must admit, but it's nice to have an option there. We can split the fin on top here, pop that down, and that looks a little bit more periscope-like. I think they're clutching at straws, aren't they? To get this guy prepped and ready for Giant Saver mode, just want to separate the top and bottom halves, come round and pull out his butt fist, like so. Then pop this section up, and that rotates. Come round to this section and open up the mouth. Last but not least is the Green Rangers, or the Steel Ranger as they refer to him in the program. His mech, it's the Green Steel Tusk. This is probably the weakest of the three. Don't get me wrong, it looks absolutely stunning. The paint applications are phenomenal. I love this gold chrome, but it just looks like a pair of legs with a boar's head on the bottom. The actual detailing on the boar's head is very nice. Got a very soft plastic on the horns there, or tusks, so you're not going to hurt yourself. You do have the ability to flip open these drill weapons, so he can drive along, and I love that. Can you see the tusks moving there? That's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, these weapons do flip out. Unfortunately, that's all they do. They do spin, but that is as far as this guy goes. Surprisingly enough, this is going to form the legs. Would you believe it? Remove the boar's head. That's just tabbed in using a long tab there and the peg. You want to split these legs apart, and then just pulling on the feet, lock the legs out like so. Flip open the feet like so and like so. Make sure everything's fully located. Attach those to that crotch section. Just make sure it's lined up and plug that in like so. We can now bring in our combination scroll. That's going to slide down, and there's a tab just in the top section here. That's going to tab and lock into place like so. We can then bring in the Red Ape. Again, using the tab on the bottom there. There's a tab here on both sides. They're going to tab into the torso section. And we can just plug the shark in on either side, like so. And bring in the sword, like so. And there we have a Giant Saver. Now, of course, let's just push the head down. There we have it, our first Giant Saver mech. He's pretty nice. He's really nice use of colours. It's very bold. We are somewhat limited with his articulation. The arms just move up and down. We don't really have anything. We have the ability to open up the shark's mouth to form a semi-fist. We do have a little bit more range with this arm because we do have some rotation. There's no rotation at the waist due to this locking mechanism. We don't have any bends at the knees at all. We can move the legs out slightly and back in. That is all we get. And the feet do pivot slightly, well, the toes move up and down. Unfortunately, it just shows its age slightly. It could have been a lot better if they'd used different joints, possibly. But all in all, it does look fantastic. It's a glorious, bold, vibrant piece, and pretty show accurate. Now, of course, there are actually two more mechs that join with the Giant Saver. This is the Golden Ball, and we also have the Snow Bear. They're both holy beasts. They don't actually have Ranger pilots, they're just called in to assist. It's fairly nice detailing there. We've got some movement on the legs there, move up and down. up and down. We've got a little bend at the knee there. We have a mouth-ish thing that opens there. The horns are soft plastic, again, very much similar to what's used with the boar. And no bear. Kind of looks like a bear, does it? It looks like a snow sled, doesn't it? It's not really much of a bear there. You've got some wheels that do roll. This section slides forwards and back, and the section here slides forwards and back. Think they're clutching at straws though, calling that a bear. The transformation to Giant Braver is very, very simple. If we just remove the arms, like so. What you want to do, you want to pull this section down, like that, and these now come up and peg in to the top, like so. Just remove the fist, pull that round. That's going to come up and plug in over on here, like so. That's tabbed in. Now these are now going to form the fists. So you want to just extend this. That's going to be the actual fist. And this just slides back out of the way. And there's a tab just under here. That's going to tab in on the underside of the arm, like so. And we can just move that up. And on this side, we're going to just collapse the legs on the bull, like so, and like so. Just split that open, which shows off this nice rocket thrusters here. That gives it about the same sort of length then. And then we can just plug that in over here. And let's bring in the sword again. And there we have it. There we have Giant Braver. It's a fairly minimalistic change, but I actually prefer this. I like the sharks being up on the shoulders there. I'll tell you what, I'm going to extend the shark fin, I think. That just makes it look just a little bit more even. It doesn't say you have to. I just think that looks a little bit more even now. I was reading on the Collection DX website that he says that these do drop a little bit, and I actually agree. They're kind of... The balance of both these shoulder pieces is slightly off-centre, so they do tend to just kind of droop a little bit. But all in all, he's a great-looking mech. Let's just bring in the Space Deleter for a size comparison. As you can see, our Space Deleter is a really big boy. It is literally just showing its age, though. Obviously, we're still waiting for the Uranus-Neptune mech to come out. That should be out next month, I believe. Toys should be getting that in, so I can't wait to get the fully combined mode for him. And here he is with the Samurai Megazord and a Godly Beast combined, the Dragon. He's a good scale. He's just a good solid scale. It's pretty much what we would expect from the current Bandai US, Bandai Japan, possibly the Sentai Power Ranger series. They're all about this sort of scale, so he would fit in really, really well with your current collections. Here he is with the other mechs in the series, whom I will review shortly. And thanks again to the guys over at Sir Toys for finding these. Now, at the moment, they order them in as and when you need them. So make sure if you want to get hold of these mechs, add them to your want list and they will find them and give you the appropriate price. You're not committing yourself to anything until you actually pay for the item, okay? So you can add it to your want cart, they'll give you a price. If you're happy with that price, go ahead and click and buy. Once again, thanks everybody for watching. If you found this video useful, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. And until next time, from myself and the Giant Saber team, goodbye.